Is Caspa getting ready to take off? I must say the chart is starting to look pretty interesting. So the question is, should you buy now or should you buy more now? Well, we'll discuss that in today's video, but remember, nothing here is financial advice. I can always be wrong, so make sure you guys do your own research. Now, before I get into the video, for anyone that's looking for a great crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first time deposits, extra bonuses up to $10,000. It requires no VPN, no KYC. If you're someone that trades using leverage, you get to use up to 500x leverage. The link is going to be in my description down below for anyone that is interested. But getting into the video here, so first off, if we take a look at the crypto bubbles, we can see that it's kind of a mixture on the day. You see Coin is up over 47%, absolutely insane. But the coins that are down is not down massive on the day. You get like 4% here to minus 4%, minus 2%, minus 1%. So it's not a massive, down day on the overall crypto market. So things are still moving in the right direction in my personal opinion. Okay. Now you see actually Caspa up here, up 1.7% in the last 24 hours, which is fine. If we check out the fear and greed index here, we are at 70 greed. So again, the needle is still climbing slowly towards that extreme greed area. And once this thing hits extreme greed, if you guys aren't taking any profits, if you're up, a 2x, 3x or whatever, and you decide not to take anything off of the table, then who knows, maybe you haven't learned your lesson from the last time when the market came crashing all the way back down, because anything is possible in the crypto space. And the last thing you want to do is see your profits get completely wiped away. Now, I'm not talking about Caspa specifically. I'm just talking about any coin in the entire crypto space. Okay. Now, let's go over some news here. So check this out. So BlockDAG, Potenza, Render, and Kaspa are dominating the top decentralized crypto race. And let's scroll all the way past the noise and get straight to Caspa here. So this says Caspa continues to impress, currently priced at 10.4, so over 10 cents, and trending towards an expected high of 12 cents, so 0.127 by May 13th. So that's just in a couple days, depending on when you're watching this video. But by May 13th, they expect Caspa to break through that nasty resistance that I've been talking about. I'm going to pull up the charts in just a second, but they expect it to break through that resistance, head towards 12.7 by May 13th, and hopefully make, inch its way back towards all-time highs. But it goes on to saying that analysts predict up to a 30% increase in the short term, supported by strong technical indicators and growing investor interest. I would agree with that. I definitely think that the growing interest for Caspa is 1000% there. And eventually, once the price breaks new all-time highs, people are going to start to FOMO into this thing. I talk about that all the time. It's just the way that people are wired. They don't like to buy things when they're low. They want to wait until things have already skyrocketed before they decide they want to FOMO into the project. Now, if we take a look here at Caspa's market cap, it's only sitting at 2.8 billion. In my personal opinion, that is very small for a project like this. Things are just getting started. They're moving in the right direction. And you see the volume actually is up 75% in the last 24 hours. Now, what's very interesting here, or which is actually presenting a great opportunity, is the fact that Caspa is only up 44.5% on the month. We check out some of these other coins in the crypto space. They're up way more than this. We're seeing some of these coins up 100%, 150% on the month, but Caspa is up only 44.5%. So this thing hasn't rallied yet since bottoming out. In my personal opinion, nothing is financial advice, obviously. And we're seeing this thing sitting at a very nasty resistance. It did touch recently 11 cents. So check this out right here on this indicator. Actually, you can find this down below if you're interested. Let you know when there's bullish and bearish momentum happening and when there's a good time to buy and sell crypto. But we can see here, if I remove this indicator real quick, that Caspa recently went as high as 11.2. So it actually broke out above this area, this 10.9 area right here, which it did top out at the end of April. So April 25th, it went a little bit higher than that. So it is starting to make higher highs, which is great, but it's still not out of the woods yet, because right here is where, this tough resistance is, 11.2. And what did I say it went to today? It went to 11.2. All right, so very strong resistance area right here that it still needs to break out of. But once that does happen, we're going to see Caspa probably just take off, right? And in that article, they said a couple days. So by by May 13th, we're going to see if Caspa can break through that nasty resistance, touch 12 cents, and continue to make its way up. Now, I say this all the time, but when it comes to investing in Caspa, you're going to have patience. And I do believe that people with strong patience is going to be laughing all the way to the bank once the price explodes. Because Caspa sitting at just a $2.8 billion market cap is kind of laughable in my personal opinion. I want you guys to really take a look at this chart here. So yes, even though Caspa is having a hard time breaking through this nasty resistance around like 10, 11 cents, it is going to break through it. Once you actually take in this chart, you can see that's making higher highs. And look where Caspa actually bottomed out at recently. This area right here, which is above this previous little minor resistance area at 10.4. Okay, so it is sitting above this area of 10.4, which is a good sign. It bounced off of a previous resistance, so that's a good sign because this now should be acting at support level. All that being said though, of course, if the market turns for the worst, then Caspa is probably going to break support level of 10.4, just like all the other coins that's going to end up breaking 10.4 or breaking support level. So don't hold me to that because it all depends on what's going on in the overall crypto market. But if you see the market coming down and you see Caspa coming down as well, don't just point fingers and say, hey, why is Caspa coming down? Because the overall market is coming down. All right, Caspa is just, it's a great project, but unfortunately, it's going to react the way that it's going to react with the rest of the market. If Bitcoin crashes, then all the crypto coins is going to come down as well, unfortunately. There needs to be a decoupling from Bitcoin and the altcoin because, let's be honest, this is absolutely ridiculous. But I do think that in the long term, Caspa is moving in the right direction. The upgrade was probably about a week or two ago, something like that, right? And yeah, things are just going in the right direction. So a little bit of patience is going to go a long way for Caspa holders. I do think that we're going to break through all-time highs by the end of this year at least. And hopefully by the end of this year, we're going to see a Binance listing, which is going to send this price all the way up. But again, nothing is financial advice. Anything can happen. Binance don't have to list Caspa. They can do whatever they want to do. They're busy listing meme coins just like Coinbase, right? They've been listing a whole ton of meme coins and not really focusing on strong projects right now. But eventually, once altcoin season starts kicking in, they have no choice but to focus on strong projects, and Caspa is going to be one of those coins that's at the top of their list. Now, if we check out the altcoin season index, we're at a 35 out of 100. So the altcoin season index showing that altcoins are gaining a lot of momentum, a lot of strength is happening here. And this is just the beginning. Altcoin season will come. I am not worried about that one. Meme coin season is still happening. It kind of looks like, because a lot of these meme coins are skyrocketing, people are still attracted to just high risk stuff, but eventually the altcoins are going to skyrocket as well, and Caspa is going to be one of those coins that's going to lead altcoin season. Again, nothing is financial advice. I can always be wrong. Only invest in coins that you actually believe in, not just because I believe in it. But that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out a few of the links that I have down below, and until next time, take care.